Now, fair HIPPOLYTA, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in another moon, but oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes. She lingers my desires. HIPPOLYTA, I wooed thee with my sword and won thy love doing thee injuries, but I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with reveling.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Happy be, Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Thanks, good EGEUS. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander, and, my gracious Duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall either be by this gentleman or to her death, according to our law.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid, to you your father should be as a god. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander. But I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazed title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his, my fortunes every way as fairly ranked. If not with vantage, as Demetrius is, and which is more than all these boasts can be. I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll vouch it to his head, made love to Nadar's daughter, Helena, and won her soul. And she, sweet lady, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess that I have heard so much, and with Demetrius thought to have spoke thereof, but being over full of self affairs, my mind did lose it. But come, Demetrius and EGEUS, you shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look, you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up to death, or to a vow of single life. Come, my HIPPOLYTA. What? Cheer, my love.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
Like for want of rain, which I could well beteem them from the tempest of mine eyes.
Ay me, for aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth.
Then let us teach our trial patience.
Good persuasion. Therefore, hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee. And to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me then, steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, a league without the town, there will I stay with thee.
Oh, my good Lysander! I swear to thee, by Cupid's strongest bow, in that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Call you me fair? That fair again unsay. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown on him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smiles such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty. Would that fault were mine.
Take comfort, he no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place. Farewell, sweet playfellow, pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius.
Helena, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens, I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all but he do know. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyne, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when this hail some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her, and for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But herein mean I to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
Is all our company here?
You were best to call them generally man by man, according to the script.
Here is the scroll of every man's name which is thought fit through all Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on, then read the names of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you, and a merry. Now, good Peter Quince, call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom, the weaver.
Ready. Name what part I am for, and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus, a lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself most gallant for love.
Oh, that will ask some tears in the true performing of it. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Phoebus's car shall shine from far and make and mar the foolish fates.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe, a wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith, let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming.
That's all one. You shall play it in a mask, and you may speak as small as you will.
And I may hide my face, let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisne, Thisne, oh, Pyramus, lover dear, Thisbe dear, and lady dear.
No, you must play Pyramus, and Flute, you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling, the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince.
Robin Starveling, you must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout, the tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
You Pyramus's father. Myself, Thisbe's father. And Snug the joiner. You the lion's part, and I hope here's a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? I pray you, if it be, give it me, for I am slow of study.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion too. I will roar that I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again, let him roar again.
And you should do it too terribly. You would fright the Duchess and the ladies, that they would shriek, and that were enough to hang us all.
That would hang us, every mother's son.
But I will aggravate my voice so that I will roar you as gently as any suckling dove.
You can play no part but Pyramus. For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man, as one shall see it a summer's day, a most lovely, gentlemanlike man, and therefore you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it.
Masters, here are your parts, and I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to con them by tomorrow night, and meet me in the palace wood, a mile without the town, by moonlight. There we will rehearse.
We will meet, and there we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect. Adieu.
At the Duke's Oak we meet.
And off, hold or cut bowstrings.
How thou spirit, whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, through bush, through briar, over park, over pale, through flood, through fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's sphere, and I serve the fairy queen to do her orbs upon the green.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed, the queen come not within his sight, for Oberon is passing fell and wrath, because that she, as her attendant hath, a lovely boy, stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling, and jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of his train, to trace the forests wild.
Either I mistake your shape and making quite, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are you not he that frights the maidens of the villagery? Those that hobgoblin call you, and sweet Puck, you do their work, and they shall have good luck. Are you not he?
Thou speak'st aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. But room, fairy, here comes Oberon.
And here my mistress, would that he were gone.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous Oberon! Fairy, skip hence! I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton. Am not I thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order, but she, being mortal, of that boy did die. And for her sake do I rear up the boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after THESEUS' wedding day.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies, away. We shall chide downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest since once I sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back.
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid all armed, a certain aim he took, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound, and maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me that flower, the herb that I showed thee once. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make or man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb, and be thou here again, ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing then waking she looks upon, be it on lion, bear, or wolf, or bull, on meddling monkey, or on busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia?
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not in plainest truth tell you I do not, nor I cannot love you?
And even for that do I love you the more. I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you.
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
I will not stay thy questions. Let me go.
Oh, I'll follow thee, and make a heaven of hell, to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer.
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee, give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and the nodding violet grows, quite over-canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses and with eglantine. The juice of this I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. And look thou meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
Amen. A roundel and a fairy song.
You spotted snakes with double tongue, thorny hedgehogs be not seen, newts and blind worms do no wrong, come not near our fairy queen.
Philomel with melody, singing our sweet lullaby. La 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 lullaby, la 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 lullaby. Never harm, nor spell, nor charm, come our lovely lady nigh. So good night with lullaby.
Hence away, now all is well. One aloof stand sentinel.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake. Be it ounce, or cat, or bear, pard or boar with bristled hair, in thy eye that shall appear. When thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood, and to speak troth, I have forgot our way. We'll rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one troth.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet, do not lie so near.
Amen, amen. To that fair prayer, say I, and then end life when I end loyalty. Here is my bed. Sleep, give thee all his rest.
With half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest I have gone, but Athenian found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force and stirring love. Night and silence, who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despise the Athenian maid. And hear the maid, sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she durst not lie near this black love, this kill courtesy. Churl upon my eyes I throw all the power this charm doth own.
Stay, though thou kill me, sweet Demetrius.
Charge thee hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Oh, I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, wheresoe'er she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Oh, not with salt tears. If so, my eyes are oftener washed than hers. No, no, I am ugly as a bear. For beasts that meet me run away for fear. But who is here? Lysander on the ground, dead. Or asleep. I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
And run through fire, I will for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art, that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Do not say so, Lysander, say not so. What though he love your Hermia? Lord, what though? Yet Hermia still loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent the tedious minutes I have spent with her. Not Hermia, but Helena I love. Who will not change a raven for a dove?
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? Oh, that a lady of one man refused should have another, therefore be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayest thou come Lysander.
Help me, Lysander! Help me! Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast. Ay me, for pity, what a dream was here. Lysander, look how I do quake with fear. Lysander? What? Removed? Lysander! Lord? What? Out of hearing gone? No sound? No word? No? Then I well perceive you all not nigh. Either death or you I'll find immediately.
Are we all met?
Pat, pat. And here's a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal.
Peter Quince.
What sayest thou, bully bottom?
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
By a lake in the polysphere.
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say, we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed, and for the better assurance tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of fear.
Well, we will have such a prologue.
Will not the ladies be afeard of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, you ought to consider with yourselves. To bring in a lion among ladies is a most dreadful thing, for there is not a more fearful wild fowl than your lion living, and we ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell he is not a lion.
Nay, you must name his name, and half his face must be seen through the lion's neck, and he himself must speak through, and tell them plainly he is Snug the Joiner.
Well, it shall be so, but there are two hard things. That is, to bring moonlight into a chamber, for you know Pyramus and Thisbe met by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine that night we play our play?
A calendar! A calendar! Look in the almanac! Find out moonshine! Find out moonshine!
Oh, yes, it doth shine that night.
Why then may you leave a casement of the great chamber window where we play open, and the moon may shine in at the casement.
Aye, or else one must come in with a bush of thorns and a lanthorn and say he comes to disfigure or to present the person of moonshine. Oh, then there is another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe, says the story, did talk through the chink of a wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall, and let him have some plaster or some loam or some rough cast about him to signify wall, and let him hold his fingers thus, and through that cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
If that may be, then all is well. Come, sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. When you have spoken your speech, enter into that break, and so everyone according to his cue.
Do you hear that? I don't hear a thing. I hear the twinkling of a fairy.
Oh, what happened? Homespun that we swaggering here, so near the cradle of the fairy queen? What? A play toward? Oh, I'll be an auditor, an actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Speak, Pyramus, Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious savors sweet.
Odors.
Odors, savors sweet, so hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark, a voice. Stay thou but here a while, and by I will to thee appear.
A stranger Pyramus than ever played here.
Must I speak now?
I marry, must you?
Most radiant Pyramus, most lily white of hue, of colour like the rose, red rose on triumphant briar, as true as truest horse that yet would never tire, I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
9 is 2, man. Why, you must not speak that yet. That you answer to Pyramus. You speak all your parts at once, cues and all. A Pyramus, enter. Your cue is past. It is never tire.
Oh, as true as truest horse that yet would never tire.
If I were fair Thisbe, I were only thine.
Monsters! We're haunted! Pray, masters! Fly! Help!
run away. I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me, to fright me if they could. Oh, but I will not stir from this place. Do what they can. I will walk up and down here, and I will sing that they shall hear. I am not afraid. The ousel cock so black of hue, no, with orange tawny bill, this throstle with his note so true, the wren with little quill.
My angel wakes me from my flowery bed.
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plain-song cuckoo grey, whose note full many a man doth mark, and dares not answer nay.
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy voice, so is mine eye enthralled to thy shape, and thy fair virtues force perforce doth move me on the first view to say, to swear I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that, and yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so neither, but if I had wit enough to get out of this wood, I have enough to serve mine own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee. Therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee. Bees blossom, cobweb, moth, and mustard seed.
Ready?
And I. And I.
And I.
Where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman.
Hail, mortal.
Hail, mortal. Hail.
Oh.
Come, wait upon him, lead him to my bower. The moon, methinks, looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps, weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my love's tongue and bring him silently.
I wonder if Titania be awake. Then what it was that next came in her eye, which she must dote on in extremity. My messenger, how now, mad spirit? What night rule now about this haunted grove?
My mistress of the monster is in love.
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes with the love juice, as I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping. That is finished too. And the Athenian woman by his side. That, when he waked, a force she must be eyed.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This is the woman, but not this the man.
Oh, why rebuke you him that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Oh, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog! Out, cur! Thou drivest me past the bounds of maiden's patience!
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here, therefore, for a while I will remain.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. About the wood, go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find.
I go. Look how I go, swifter than arrow from the Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink in apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as glorious sly as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stand aside. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Why should you think that I should woo and scorn?
You do advance your cunning more and more, when truth kills truth. Oh, devilish holy fray!
Oh, Helena, goddess, nymph, perfect, divine!
Oh, spite! Oh, hell! I see you all are bent to set against me for your merriment. Can you not hate me? As I know you do, but you must join in souls to mock me too. You both are rivals and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena. A trim exploit, a manly enterprise to conjure tears up in a poor maid's eyes with your derision. None of noble sort would so offend a virgin and extort a poor soul's patience, all to make you sport.
You are unkind, Demetrius. Be not so, for if you love Hermia, this you know I know. And here, with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love I yield you up my part, and yours of Helena to me bequeath, whom I do love and will do till my death.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia, I will none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her but as a guest-wise sojourned, and now to Helen it is home returned, there to remain.
Helen, it is not so.
Thou art not by mine eye, Lysander, found. Mine ear, I thank it, brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Fair Helena, who more engilds the night than all you fiery O's and eyes of light, why seekest thou me? Could not this make thee know the hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think, it cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? And will you rent our ancient love asunder to join with men in scorning your poor friend?
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander as in scorn to follow me and praise my eyes and face, and made your other love, Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot to call me goddess, nymph, divine, and rare?
I understand not what you mean by this.
Stay, gentle Helena, hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent.
Sweet, do not scorn her so.
She cannot entreat, I can compel.
Helen, I love thee. By my life I do.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quit, come.
Lysander, where to tends all this?
Hang off, thou cat, thou burr. Vile thing, let loose, or I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why are you grown so rude? What change is this, sweet love?
Out, loathed medicine, hated potion, hence.
Do you not jest?
Be certain, nothing truer. 'Tis no jest that I do hate thee and love Helena.
Oh, me? You juggler! You caker blossom, you thief of love! What, have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Oh, fie, fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you.
Puppet? Why, so I, that way goes the game. How low am I? I am not yet so low, but that my nails can reach into thine eyes!
I pray you, though you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me.
Be not afraid, she shall not harm thee, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
Oh, when she's angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when we went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Let me come to her.
Get you gone. you bead, you acorn. Now she holds me not. Now follow, if thou darest, to try whose right of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee, cheek by jowl.
You, mistress, all this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
Your hands than mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though. To run away!
I am amazed and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest, or else committest thy knaveries wilfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Hie, therefore, Robin, overcast the night. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision.
Up and down, I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. On the ground, sleep sound. I'll apply to your eye gentle lover remedy. Jack shall have chill, not shall go ill. The man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and stick muck roses in thy sleek, smooth head, and kiss thy fair, large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Ready?
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Where's Monsieur Cobweb?
Ready?
Monsieur Cobweb, good monsieur, get you your weapons in your hand, and kill me a red-hipped humble bee on the top of a thistle. And good monsieur, bring me the honey bag. Where's Monsieur Mustard Seed?
Ready.
Give me your nief, Monsieur Mustard Seed. Pray you, leave your courtesy, good monsieur.
What's your will?
Nothing, good monsieur, but to help cavalry Cobweb to scratch. I must to the barber's, monsieur, for methinks I am marvelous hairy about the face, and I am such a tender ass. If my hair do but tickle me, I must scratch.
Oh, what? Wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let's have the tongues and the bones.
Or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
Methinks I have a great desire to a bottle of hay. Good hay, sweet hay, hath no fellow.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be always away. Let the woodbine thy sweet honeysuckle gently entwist. The female ivy so enrings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity. For meeting her of late behind the wood, I then did ask of her changeling child, which straight she gave me, and her fairy sent, to bear him to my bower in fairyland. And now I have the boy. I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. Be as thou want to be. See as thou wast wont to see. Dian's bud or Cupid's flower hath such force and blessed power. Now, Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how mine eyes do loathe his visage now.
Silence a while. Robin, take off his head. Come, my queen, take hands with me and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be.
Fairy king, attend and mark. I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silence sad, trip we after the night's shade. We the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I sleeping here was found with these mortals on the ground. Go, one of you, find out the forester. My love shall hear the music of my hounds. But soft, what nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep. And this Lysander, this Demetrius is, this Helena, old Nadar's Helena. I wonder of their being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May, and hearing our intent, came here and grace our solemnity. But speak, EGEUS, is not this the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Go, bid the huntsmen wake them with their horns. Good morrow, friends. St. Valentine is past. Begin these woodbirds but to couple now?
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all, stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half sleep, half waking, but as yet I swear I cannot truly say how I came here. But as I think, for truly what I speak, and now do I bethink me, so it is, I came here with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without peril of the Athenian law.
Enough, enough, my lord, you have enough. I beg the law upon his head.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth, of this their purpose hither to the wood, and I in fury followed them. Fair Helena in fancy following me. But my good lord, I wot not by what power, but some power it is. My love to Hermia melted as the snow. Seems to me now, and all the faith, all the virtue of my heart, the object and pleasure of mine eye, is only Helena. To her, my lord, was I betrothed ere I saw Hermia.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we more will hear anon. EGEUS, I will overbear your will, for in the temple by and by with us these couples shall eternally be knit. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3. We'll hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, HIPPOLYTA.
I have had a most rare vision. I have had a dream, past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass if he go about to expound this dream. Methought I was, there is no man can tell what. Methought I was, and methought I had. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream. It shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom.
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Is he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of. Out of doubt he is transported.
If he come not, then the play is marred. It goes not forward, doth it?
It is not possible. You have not a man in all Athens able to discharge Pyramus but he.
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts?
Bottom, O most courageous day, O most happy hour.
Get your apparel together, for the short and the long is, our play is preferred.
Hooray!
Huzzah!
No more words! Away, go away!
"'Tis strange, my Theseus, that these lovers speak of, but all the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, more witnesseth than fancy's images, and grows to something more great of constancy, but howsoever strange and admirable."
Here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Joy, joy, gentle friends. Joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts. Come now, what masks, what dances shall we have?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which, when I saw rehearsed, I must confess made mine eyes water. But more merry tears the passion of loud laughter never shed.
What are they that do play it?
Hard-handed men that work in Athens here, which never labored in their minds till now.
And we will hear it.
If we offend, it is with our goodwill. Our true intent is all for your delight. We are not here that you should here repent you. The actors are at hand, and by their show you shall know all that you are like to know.
In this same interlude it doth befall that I, once SNOUT by name, present a wall, and such a wall as I would have you think, that had it in a crannied hole or chink, through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, did whisper often very secretly. This loam, this rough cast, and this stuffed stone show that I am that same wall. The truth is so, and this flipper, the cranny is right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
O grim-looked night, O night with hue so black, O night which ever art when day is not, O night, alack, 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 I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot, and thou, O wall, O sweet, O lovely wall, that stand'st between her father's ground and mine, thou wall, O sweet and lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through with mine eyne. Thanks, courteous wall, Jove shield thee well for this. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see. O wicked wall, thou whom I see no bliss, cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
O wall, full often hast thou heard my moans, for parting my fair Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones with lime and hair knit up in thee.
I see a voice now. Now will I to the chink to spy, and I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
Oh, my love thou art, my love, I think.
Think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace, and like Lysander am I trusty still.
And I like Helen till the fates me kill.
Not Shaphelus to Procris was so true.
As Shaphelus to Procris, I to you.
Oh, kiss me through the whole of this vile wall.
I kiss the wall's hole, not your lips at all.
Wilt thou at Ninny's tomb meet me straightway?
Tide life, tide death, I come without delay.
Thus have I, wall, my part discharged so, and being done, thus wall away doth go.
You, ladies, you, whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here, when lion rough in wildest rage doth roar. Then know that I, one Snug the joiner, am a lion fell, nor else no lion's dam. For if I should as lion come in strife into this place, 'twere pity on my life.
All I have to say is to tell you that this lantern is the moon. I, the man in the moon. This thorn bush, my thorn bush. And this dog, my dog.
This is old Ninny's tomb. Where is my love?
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy gracious golden glittering gleams, I trust to take the truest Thisbe sight. But stay, O spite, but mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is here. Eyes, do you see? How can it be? O dainty duck, O dear, thy mantle good! What? Stained with blood? Approach, you furies fell, O fates! Come, come! Cut thread and thrum, quail, crush, conclude, and quell. Oh, wherefore, nature, didst thou lions frame? Since lion vile hath here deflowered my dear, which is, no, which was the fairest dame that ever lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer. Come, tears confound, out sword and wound the pap of Pyramus, I that left pap where hard doth hop. Thus die I, thus. Now I am dead, now I am fled. My soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now die. Ooh.
Asleep, my love? What? Dead, my dove? Oh, Pyramus, arise. Speak. Oh, quite dumb. Dead. A tomb must cover thy sweet eyes. These ruby lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone. Lovers make moan. His eyes were green as leeks. Oh, sisters three, come to me with hands as pale as milk. Lay them in gore, since you have shore with shears that thread of silk. Tongue, not a word. Come, trusty sword. Come, blade, my breast imbrue. And farewell, my friends. Thus Thisbe ends. Adieu.
Oh, bravo.
Will it please you to see the epilogue, or to hear a burgomask dance between two of our company?
No epilogue, I pray you. Lovers, to bed. It's almost fairy time.
Now the hungry lion roars, and the wolf behowls the moon, whilst the heavy ploughman snores, all with weary task foredone. And we fairies that do run by the triple Hecate's team from the presence of the sun, following darkness, like a dream. Now our frolic, not a mouse, shh, shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with broom before to sweep the dust behind the door.
Now until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray, to the best bride bed will we, which by us shall be blessed be.
And the issue there create ever shall be fortunate, so shall all the couples three ever true in loving be.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, with all these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme, no more yielding, but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend, if you pardon, we will mend. And, as I am an honest Puck, if we have unearned luck, now to scape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long. Else the Puck a liar call. So good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.